Okay, so you telling me while I was asleep, that heifer went into my room, took my bag, and ran away again? Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the Chin. Today we have a story time, and while I'm doing the story time, why am I shaking my head like that? Look at this lopsided ass bun. I'm not even about to start bending. So I'm gonna be doing a story time while I do my lashes. My lashes? Hello? And then they gonna beep outside. If y'all not new here, y'all know they be beeping. They be beeping for no reason. I haven't recorded in a couple days, so I'm a little rusty. Anyways, here's the wig that we putting on. Yes, it's a reinstall. You gonna buy me a new wig? Oh, I thought I heard somebody talking. My fault. But anyways, we're doing a story time about my roommate horror story. So I got my notey notes out because during the time when this happened, it was a lot going on in my life. Like when I say I was going through it. But we're about to get started. I just need to find my hot comb, and then I promise we can start, y'all. Haha, I fooled you. Never judge a book by its cover. So before we get into the story, I gotta give y'all a little background. When I was a young bull, I was a badass young bull. If you're not from Philly, young bull just mean that. So when I was younger, I was in and out of foster homes, shit like that. We just gonna keep it like that, just like that. So this one time, I was put into a group home, not a foster home. I don't know if y'all know the difference, but a foster home, you're going into somebody's household. Like you're going into Mr. John's house, and he's gonna take care of you for a couple days, and then he might decide to adopt you or whatever, however long it is. So that's foster care. And then there's group homes. Now, group homes are the ones that I know about. It's girls and boys. There's never a group home with girls and boys that I know of. Where I was at, it was full of girls basically that are foster kids, but they didn't have nowhere to put them, so they just put them in foster and they put them in group homes. And basically it's like living in a big house full of females. Like when you're a girl, it's just a big house full of females. You have rooms, but it's not like luxury, I'll tell you that much. You got tiny rooms and they feed you breakfast. They be thorough sometimes, depending on which one you go to, but they just basically take care of the kids that ain't got nowhere to go. So when I was put into a group home, I was running away. I'm not gonna tell y'all where I was running away from, because then people won't connect the story. Mind your business. But I was running away, and I was sitting down City Hall, and I was running away, and I told DHS is Human Services Department, some shit. I don't know. They help kids that run away. So basically, I told the workers, I was like, I don't want to live with my foster mom. I had reasons. I'm not gonna get into it, but I didn't want to live with that crazy bitch. So they're like, oh, okay, well, do you have anywhere else you can go? I'm like, no, idiot. If I did, I wouldn't be here. I was sitting there till about 11 p.m. at night. They fed me crackers and apple juice. Bon appetit. Somebody walked into the room and was like, are you Mariah? It was a big grown man. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, come with me. I'm about to transport you to where you're going. Before he came in there, I already knew that there was two options for me. I was either going into foster care, which is me going to somebody's house, like I said, or a group home, which is what we don't want. We don't want the group home. We don't. He's like, I'm about to take you where you're going. And I'm like, okay. So I'm asking him questions because they just load me in this weird van. Like, I just really got into this big, like when I say he was like just a random truck. They was like, yeah, go with him in this random truck. I'm like, well, okay, like whatever. At this point, I ain't had nothing to lose. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm in the truck. And I'm asking him, like, I did not care. I was like, do you know where we going? He's like, no, they just gave me this location, and they said drive there and take her there with her bags. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I had one bag. Cause like when you running away, you can't carry your whole life. You can't take your bag, your perfume, your this, your that. You can't take that shit. We ended up arriving at this like shady looking, like haunted big building. You know what it looked like? It looked like a jail. It literally looked like a jail. So we get there and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm with some rich family, right? Hell no. I ended up at a group home, duh, but yeah, I ended up at a group home. I walk in and it's like, I lie to y'all not, The place was huge, but it still wasn't big enough to fit all the girls that were already in there. So I walk in, and it's this like big like school looking building. It basically looked like a school, and you can see straight through. And there's these girls. It's like a bunch of girls in the back, and they looking at me like I'm like I'm just fresh meat. Like, oh, it's a new girl. Like, no, I'm not your friend. Sorry. I don't even fucking know y'all. Like, this lady comes to me and she's like, hi, what's your name? I'm like, ma'am, where am I? Because I still don't know where I was. I know it was at a group home, but I'm like, what part? Am I still in Philly? Like, where am I at? She's like, yeah, you're in such and such group home. I'm like, oh, okay. And she introduced me to these two girls that I have no clue what the fuck their names was. Didn't care at the moment, sorry. And I still don't care to this day. They handed me hotel soap. Like, y'all know how hotel soap be like that little tiny bar? Like, it literally looks like my remote. They handed me a mini wash rag. I don't even know how to explain to you how small the wash rag was, but when I tell y'all, I don't know what you was washing with that. But anyways, so I go upstairs with this lady and she takes me to this room and she's like, this is your room da 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 da, and this is your roommate. And before I get into the roommate, I just want to tell y'all how weird, bro, I'm sorry, I'm really big on energy. And when I walk into a building and the energy is off or weird, I sense it. And when I walked into that building, the energy was off. But I meet my roommate, and she seemed like a cool girl at first. Like, she seemed like she was fine, dandy, cute, fine. So we followed each other on Instagram and we just talked. And then like she started asking me weird questions. And at the time I didn't think they was weird, but now, so first thing she asked, it felt like I was in jail. Like, she was like, so why you in here? What you in here for? What? Why you in my bed? Who are you? I just, bro, so much happened in like the matter of an hour. Like, I don't even know how to explain to you. Like, it was just too much going on at one time. Because I came to later find out that this place was a behavioral institute. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was still a group home, but it was for like bad kids, basically. Then she was like, have you ever wore any designer or something? Like, she asked me something like that. And I was just like, what? I was like, maybe. Like, I don't keep track. So after I got situated, put my stuff down, I'm gonna explain to y'all what the room looked like. It was like a dorm room in a way, but it was just less stuff. Like, it was like, when I tell y'all, it was a room, a bed, and a bed, and it was a window in the middle. That was it. That's literally all it was. I'm not saying that we needed more, but I'm just saying, like, that's all it was. Like, that's all there was to it. It wasn't a dresser, it wasn't a closet, it wasn't a nothing. I had I literally just put my bag down because it was nowhere to unpack in a way. So I just put my bag down, and my necklace, I was holding it in my hand because it popped. I don't remember like what kind of necklace it was. I just know like it was one of my favorite necklaces. I think I got it from a friend before I ran away. I'm not too sure, but it was like one of my favorite necklaces. Like, I was like, oh my god, it broke. Like, you know how chains pop? My chain just popped on it. So I had set it in the windowsill. This is where I fucked up. And I just went to sleep. Like, I was exhausted. And mind y'all, I went to bed probably like 12 o'clock, maybe like 12. All of a sudden, I hear, get up, breakfast. I'm like, who mom is this? Who mom is screaming in my ear? They banging on doors. Get up, it's breakfast. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I look at my phone, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So it being my first day here, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna just follow what everybody's saying. So if some lady is yelling at me to come get breakfast, I'm gonna go get breakfast. So where the place was, it was like, you remember how I told you I was like a school? It was the upstairs, and the upstairs was like all the dorm rooms and stuff. All the rooms, and then you come down these like swirly huge steps, and then you come to this big area, and that's where they was giving breakfast. So I come down there, and they had off-brand cereal. I'm not knocking. All these girls start coming downstairs. I was the first girl down there, and then I started to realize, okay, like maybe not everybody gets up at 6 o'clock when they wake them up, but I was the only girl down there tearing that food up. But anyway, so they talking to me like, they're like, oh, you're new here. I'm like, yeah. I'm talking about like the staff. They was talking to me. There was no girls down there yet. So then girls start coming down, and they was like, oh, you the new girl, right? Da-da-da. I'm like, fuck is this school? What y'all mean I'm the new girl? But anyways, so my roommate comes downstairs. Mind y'all, when I woke up, she wasn't in the room. So, but I just went downstairs, like I said, and just followed what the breakfast lady was saying to me. And I'm like, oh, so at least somebody I actually kind of know before this breakfast time. But I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk to her. I look at her. Why is my necklace around her neck? I don't think y'all heard me. Why is my necklace around her neck? I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? So as soon as I saw her with my necklace on, my whole mood changed, and I went to her and I was like, hey, is that my necklace around your neck? Like, the fuck? She was like, oh. Bro, literally all she said was, oh, my bad. I thought this was mine. It was in the window. Can you be absolutely fucking for real? So I was like, no, it's mine. I put it in there last night. So she hands me the necklace back and I just like brush it off because I'm like, the way I was back then, I was like, well, maybe she had the same necklace or something. I don't know, which was stupid of me, but I was like, fuck it, whatever. So after this, I was kind of blown, like I was kind of irritated. So I was like, I might just go in my room. Like it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going in my room. So I'll go into the room and my bag is open. My one little bag with my undies, my socks, and my bras and my clothes is open. I'm like, this is a mess. Who touched it? So I'm automatically thinking about my roommate. I'm like, girl, I haven't even known you for 24 hours and you already giving thief. How you giving thief in less than 24 hours? So after all that mumbo jumbo, I was like, all right, I want to wash my ass. How do I, wash my ass here? It had like community showers, but it was a key to the showers, bro. There's a lot going on. The showers are not important. Just know that I went through hell and back to take a shower. So I think I ended up going to the mall and just looking around, just trying to stay out of that place because I knew I had to go back there later on tonight. I went back around probably like 9 o'clock, I want to say. I know it was dark outside. That's all I can remember is that it was dark outside. I had walked into the building and as soon as I walked in there, my roommate ran up to me and she's like, where you been? What? Why you had my necklace on? I'm talking about where I been. Why you had my necklace on, ugly? But anyways, so I'm like, oh, I just went to go eat, whatever. She was like, oh, why didn't you bring me? I'm like, girl, cause I don't like you. So after she was done asking me a million questions, we was in a room and I decided that I was gonna go to bed. I don't like any of the girls. I didn't want to talk to nobody, so I went to bed. Woke up the next day and during this time I had online school. So when I woke up in the morning, apparently the breakfast lady, not only was she yelling breakfast, she was saying everybody come downstairs to do their online school because everybody was online school. So at this point, me and my roommate, we both up and we going downstairs to eat and just get started on whatever we gotta do for online school. So we talking or whatever, and then all of a sudden she says, can I borrow that hoodie you have? I'm like, what hoodie? I'm thinking the only hoodie I got is in my bag that's on the floor that I haven't pulled out that hoodie. I'm like, for these past couple of days, I just been wearing like t-shirts and shit. It was hot outside. So I'm like, what hoodie? She's like, oh, I saw a hoodie falling out your bag. I'm like, this bitch is lying. You went through my shit. She had to have gone through my bag, yo. She had to have gone through my bag. It's no way she didn't go through my bag. Cause how you know I had a hoodie in my bag? I didn't tell you I had a hoodie in my bag. I forgot I had a hoodie in my bag. At this point, I'm over it. I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking care. I'm like, just give it back. I'm like, I'll go get it for you. I'm not gonna have you go through my shit. She's talking about she wanna wear it out with her friends or whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, just, bring it back. And she goes out. And I'm like, okay, bye. Bye. The day goes on. She gets back home. She gives me my hoodie. I'm like, oh, okay, so she can be reliable, I guess. But it was something weird about how she was acting when she came in to give me my hoodie. Like, she was acting like angry. And I'm like, I know you ain't mad at me. I let you wear the goddamn hoodie. Like, don't be mad at me. So she gives me the hoodie and she leaves like right back out. She's like, here. And then she leaves right back out. I'm like, okay. When she leaves out, I take my ass to bed. Because it was late. She got home probably like 10 o'clock. Probably about an hour later, I hear people screaming. I'm like, who the fuck is screaming? And keep in mind that once it was nighttime, there was really no supervision. Like, they would leave like young adults to watch the girls at night. So they will always be fighting, arguing, doing whatever they wanted at night, basically. So I'm awoken out my slumber about an hour later, and I hear girls outside, bitch, you stole my makeup kit. You stole my makeup. She just kept talking about her makeup. I'm like, who is screaming about their makeup? But I look out my door. Why they yelling at my roommate? If y'all thought I was gonna go outside and back that girl up, y'all thought wrong. That bitch stole my necklace. She probably did steal the bitch makeup kit, whatever the fuck she was talking about. And then they was arguing, whatever. And I'm like, oh shit, they about to fight. So y'all know I'm looking. I'm like, I wanna see. So they just arguing for 30-something minutes. So I'm like, bro, I'm not watching this no more. I went in my room. And as soon as I went in my room, they started rumbling. I'm like, all right, whatever. They rumbled for like 2 minutes because then the young adults came upstairs and broke it up. So at that point, I went to bed. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I went to bed. I wake up the next day and I'm getting ready to go take a shower. 6 o'clock in the morning, before it was time to eat. I get up, reach in on the floor for my bag. Yo, why was there no bag? There was no bag to reach for. There was no bag there. There was no bag. My bag was gone. Like, it was like nowhere to be found. So I looked under the bed because there was like a lot of space under the bed. So I'm like, okay, maybe I like pushed it under the bed by accident. Like, I was really like trying to figure out where this bag was. I was trying to stay calm and figure out what this bag was. So immediately at this point, I'm like, okay, somebody was just cussing my roommate out about a makeup kit. I was just cussing her out about my necklace. So you stole my bag. Where are you? So I go out the room. Like I said, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I go out the room. I go downstairs. It's like 3 girls in there. I'm like, did you see such and such, my roommate? They're like, oh no, we haven't seen her. I'm like, okay, well, she not in the room. She not downstairs, so maybe she in the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom because there was a separate place. There was a shower room and then there was a bathroom. So I go into the bathroom. I'm looking for his bitches in there. I'm like, yo, did y'all see da-da-da-da? They like, who the fuck? I don't even know. Bitch, I don't know who you are. Don't even get me started with the other bitch. I don't know who they is. And I'm like, I get it. But like, have y'all seen a bitch that look like this? They like, no, we haven't seen her. They like, wasn't she the one that was fighting last night? I was like, yeah, where is she at? Y'all know she was fighting, but y'all don't know where the fuck she was at. Where the fuck is she at? So I go downstairs and I'm asking the workers, I'm like, have y'all seen my roommate? They're like, no. I'm like, no way. She took my stuff and just disappeared. I didn't have a lot in there. I told you I had undies, socks, but I had some stuff that I needed. Like, I gotta change for the next day, you know what I mean? They're like, why, what's wrong? Why you look like you like going crazy? I'm like, because I think she stole my bag. Yes, I read it. Where's my bag? So they're like, who? What are you talking about? Who stole your bag? Who stole your bag? I'm like, didn't y'all just hear me say that my roommate stole my bag? They're like, how do you know she stole it? I'm like, she stole my necklace. She was fighting last night about stealing. I'm pretty sure she stole my bag. They was like, oh, well, she just went AWOL. I said, at the time, I said, what the fuck is AWOL? I didn't know what that shit was, and y'all probably don't know what that shit is either. Basically, it's when somebody in a group home doesn't come home after curfew. And remember, I told you the curfew was like 11 o'clock. So, but she came home last night, that's why I was confused. But they said that she had, she left out after the fight, and she never came back. Like, they haven't seen her since. I'm like, okay, so you telling me while I was asleep, that heifer went into my room, took my bag, and ran away again? So it dawns upon me at the moment. I'm like, hold up, don't I got her Instagram? And the thing is, she didn't really talk to nobody in there. So I'm guessing that she was just going door to door, making friends and then stealing their stuff. Because I feel like that's what it was. I'm just confused on, if you was going to steal my whole bag, why'd you ask for my hoodie? So I whip out my phone. And I wish I had the motherfucking screenshot, y'all. I whip out my phone. Because I remember I told you in the beginning that I followed her. We followed each other on Instagram. And I text her. I'm like, yo, where's you at? Like, no. Like, I was done being cordial with this girl. I'm like, yo, where is you at? Like, if you want to rumble for the bag, we can rumble for the bag. But you're going to give me my stuff. She like, I didn't take your stuff. What stuff? You ain't even had no stuff. You had that one bag. I'm like, so I'm confused. Did I not have stuff or did I have that one bag? So I'm like, bro, I know you got my stuff. Are you going to come bring it? Why does this girl block me? Why does this girl block me, yo? I'm like, oh, so you did take my stuff. So you did take my stuff. I wonder if that girl got her karma. Cause where did you even go? But I'm about to finish up this install. I'm gonna style it and I'm gonna show y'all the result. And that is gonna be all for this video today. The wig is on. It's giving scalp. It's giving scalp. If y'all don't know, I'm a hairstylist. I don't think I've told you that before. I am a hairstylist. I do hair. Moral of the story is, don't run away and don't steal. But I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.